Salute, my Quickclassics friends. Now, that's a phrase that you probably haven't heard in a while because I haven't made any Quickclassics videos in quite some time. But I wanted to at least get the ball rolling, even if it's just making it on my phone, because I feel like I need to be delivering some more content. So, in this episode, on this Wednesday, February the 7th, 2024, I wanted to talk a little bit about a land that is very much Greco-Roman, very much biblical, but doesn't factor centrally in a lot of discussions about those two worlds. And I'm talking about Asia Minor, or ancient Anatolia, modern day Turkiye. Now, there are some really interesting things coming out of Turkey these days. Just within the last 25 years, we've had sites, prehistoric sites, that have just blown the lid off of what we thought about civilization. Sites like Göbekli Tepe, Novali Chari, and more recently Karahan Tepe. So, going a long way back, there's really interesting, pertinent stuff, and I think that Turkey is really going to be or kind of a wellspring of new finds, with bearing on the history of certainly the Greco-Roman world. We know that already. We know that was part of the Greco-Roman world, but the antique and biblical worlds, I think we're going to find a lot of new finds coming out of Turkey. And I'm not just talking about things that you dig up in an archaeological excavation. I'm talking about in terms of languages too, because for instance, one of the theories about the spread of languages from the Proto-Indo-European heartland in the Trans-Caucasus and Eastern Turkey is that one of the thoroughfares that those earliest of offshoots of Proto-Indo-European came through was in fact prehistoric and ancient Anatolia. I think one of the frontiers in terms of linguistics these days is probably the Luvian language, which was a language that was spoken in addition to Hittite in the Hittite Empire. The occupants of Ilios, from Homer's Iliad, spoke Luvian. They were a Luvian city-state, a Luvian civilization. And so this was a dialect that was spoken widely throughout ancient Turkey, throughout the Hittite Empire, much of Western Asia Minor. So it behooves us to take a close look at what's going on in Turkey in terms of not just archaeology, but also the really interesting linguistic and historical work that's being done by documents that are continually being discovered and analyzed and reanalyzed. But I'm predicting that there are going to be some really interesting finds, not only with regard to Luvian, but also even older and early prehistoric finds, which will have ramifications for our understanding of prehistory, but also for the biblical world. I think that one of the things that I'll tantalize you with is I think that we've been looking for the Tower of Babel in the wrong place, too far south in Mesopotamia. It needs to be in the northern reaches of Mesopotamia and much farther back, which is going to be a topic of my forthcoming Defender publishing conference presentation. So you'll want to tune in for that. Well, I hope that this has given you some food for thought. As always, thank you for tuning in. There'll be more content to come. Click a like, subscribe, and share if you like the content. And we will see you again very soon on Quick Classics.